Okay, first we're going to start with folding a fat quarter. So you want to start with your fat quarter face down with the selvage closest to you. You're going to grab this top raw edge and fold it down to your selvage. Then you're going to fold this folded edge that we just made, fold that down to your selvage. Now let's flip it over. That way our selvage and the raw edge are enclosed in our fold. And we're going to fold raw sides together and then fold again. And there we go. Now you have 3 nice clean edges, and your cut edges are all right here in the back. Voila! Okay, now we're going to fold a quarter yard. It's basically the same as folding a fat quarter, just slightly different. So we've got our selvage closest to us. We're going to take this top folded edge, fold it down to the selvage. Sometimes you have to finagle it a little bit. Then you're going to fold this folded edge down to your selvage. And now you're only going to fold in half because that's all you've got. So you still have clean edges and you have your raw edges in the back. Okay, now we're going to fold a third of a yard. It's pretty much the same concept as your quarter and your fat quarter, just a little bit different. We're going to start with our selvage at the bottom. We're going to take this top folded edge, fold it down to the selvage, and then fold again. And we're going to flip it over. Now for this part, we're going to bring one of our folded fat quarters over and use that as a guide to fold this one. We're going to take one of our rough edges and fold it in, and then take the other rough edge and fold it in. And now if we flip it over, it's nice and it's the same size as your fat quarters. Now we're going to do a half yard. This works exactly the same way as your fat quarter. We start with our selvage at the bottom, then we take our folded edge, fold it down to the selvage, then take the folded edge we just made, fold that down to the selvage, flip it over. We're going to fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. Okay, now we're going to do 3/4 of a yard. And this also works with any cut that's between a half a yard and a yard. So as you can see, I've laid out one of our folded out half yards up here. I'm going to use that as a guide to fold this into a half yard. So I'm just going to fold this over so that it matches the half yard size. And then we're going to treat it just like it was a half yard. So I'm going to carefully fold this down to the selvage, then fold it down again, flip it over, fold the edge over, and then fold over again. It's going to be a little bit bulky because you have that little extra part on your half yard, but it'll still be the same size as all of your other folds. And finally, we've got your yard. So you want to fold this over so that it's half yard sized. And then you're going to treat it just like we did the half yards. Fold the folded edge down to the selvage, then fold down again, then fold it over, and fold one more time. Now these ones are obviously quite a bit thicker than our fat quarters, but as you can see, now all these cuts line up. So we've got our yard, our 3/4, our half yard, our third, our fat quarter, and our quarter yard. So all of those now make a nice stack. They're all the same size, and you can organize them a lot easier than if they're all different sizes.